Hello and welcome to the Dicey Show. We are going in hard and fast today and going to do 1 hour me gluing dwarfs. How are you? How are everybody? Hello, welcome, good day, welcome. I'm sitting here in the basement. It is freezing cold. My nutsack are like pack ice, you know. I can just ship it off and put it in some whiskey or something. It's cold here. It's in Fahrenheit it is 43 Fahrenheit. In Celsius it is 6 Celsius, something like that. Anyways, how are Chris? How are everybody watching? How are you? So yeah, in the last 24 hours, it's been quite windy in here in Norway where I live right now. So we have been in-house, me and, everybody just chilling. So we've been cut off from the world, so that's kind of cool. But anyways, yeah, we are going to do some more gluing, and hopefully we are going to finish up gluing everybody. And then we are going to, start painting them, I think. They are so super nice, lovely miniatures from Dicey Dwarves Miners, the original set. So okay, let's just jump in here, and the topics are going to be whatever people are going to talk about. We are going to try to talk about the topics. Hopefully it's going to be lightly entertaining. I am aiming for light entertainment here. So yeah, any hobby tips I can give you, just ask. I'm not a master of this miniatures things, but I'm enjoying doing what I'm doing and trying to share my love for the hobby. So yeah, that is the gist of it. Of course, I want to be a YouTube millionaire, but that is not going to happen anytime. So, you can dream. Yeah, it's okay to dream. So here we have a hatchet, and I'm just going to take off everything and see what we are left with. Kind of curious to what you guys have been up to in the last 24 hours. Have you bought anything cool hobby-wise, or done anything cool with miniatures, or anything else? I know Chris says power lifter, so that is awesome. I wish I had. I wish I didn't be so lazy, so I had. I want to have a bodybuilder body, but I do not want to do the work. So, it's cool. It's cool. Oh shit. Okay, one hatchet is that way. I'm going to get it, but it's not going to be on this stream because, shit. Anyways, let's see. Chris has said it's cold, chilly, and windy here too. Okay, so that is why I've been so much on Discord. Yeah, I am a hobo, so I live on Discord and Facebook and stuff like places like that. So I have no good excuse for being there, but just using up some time. So. That is my excuse. Chris says, and I did some light bench press training today. 100 kilos light. Okay. So raw lift and then 120 kilos with bench skirt. Light day because on Saturday I have a competition. Oh, good luck with that. Shit. So yeah, so you're actually competing as well? You're just not training to look good. You are actually competing. How are your chances? Do you feel, the body is ready to, take down everybody barbarian style, or How does it feel? You're saving yourself for the big tournament. That is saying something. That tells me that you are in it for win it. Let's see. I'll be contenting there and leading my team also. You are a team leader as well. Puda and my loved one and one cool teammates will be there. Oh, nice. Yeah, I wish you good luck and totally. In the last 24 hours I joined the Finnish pole lift extraordinaire Chris's Discord, and oh boy, I feel like a stranded whale. It's definitely not my place when it comes to competition stuff and getting the sexy bodies, but I feel at home, strangely enough. People are saying they love Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I can't. When people are saying that they like Arnie, I'm on board. I love him, the governor. So, yeah, nice. That is. It's not that many days to the competition then. How is that? We have some here where I live that are bodybuilders and stuff like that, but I haven't paid too much attention to it, mostly because it started roughly at the same time I got my first kid, and all time has been trying to understand what a father is supposed to do and stuff like that. So I haven't been into anything. Like, I haven't been on clubs either or anything. It's after I got to be father, I have all hands on decks, and just staying home. And so I haven't. I don't know too much about the pole lifter scene, or clubbing scene, or whatever, anything social. It's out of the win. It's the only thing social I do and kind of makes me sane is doing the hobby, doing this with the miniatures. So meeting people and having a good time, chilling, relaxing. But it's how do you compete is my question, I think. That was a long road to the question of how do you compete? Are there people looking at your composition of your muscles, or is it more directly how many kilos you are pulling off the ground? Should you look good doing it, or is there style points, like in when you are a ski jumper you have style points? Or is it just the raw kilos out of the ground? And is it easier to compete if you're a girl than for a boy to do it? 100 kilos. I don't know if I could lift 50 kilos. It will kill me. Literally. No, but I would lay in bed for like 4 days and feel sorrow for myself, for sure. I don't know. Anyways, let's see. Lesky says, and on first day of December I have official competition. I'll doing equipment powerlifting competition, and my starting weights are 140 kilos in squat, 120 or 30 in bench press, and 160 in deadlift. Holy fucking hell. That is impressive, most impressive. It's more than I could ever dream of doing. Is it a big scene in Finland where you live? Are there a lot of people to competition against, and you can better yourself, or is it just a little core, or what how is the scene? And yeah, is it possible to follow it on Facebook live streams or stuff like that, YouTube's? It should be. It is a spectator sport, I think, isn't it? I'm so out of. I do not know anything about powerlifting except that I am not good at it. Okay, if you give me 160 kilos with miniatures, I probably would lift it, as my life depended on it. But yeah, just metal. I don't know. Back. Way back, I would probably could powerlift a little, but I think I have always done training wrong. I always take too much weights, too much, you know, I do too much, and you know, feel really powerful the one day, and for the next year or so, I feel lousy because, you know, training wrong, so you're getting weaker instead of stronger. And I have a wrong mentality, I think, to train proper. I am what do you want to call it? An overachiever in that regard. I really want to press myself forward too much. It's actually the same with miniatures, painting miniatures, collecting miniatures, stuff like that. I find myself always trying to up myself and be better than, you know. I should try to learn to master a thing before I go trying some new techniques that I shouldn't be messing with. But I don't know. I think I easily get bored of doing the same stuff, so I want to mix up stuff all the time. So that's probably my biggest weakness in life. I think that was a little cool to have that. I think this should not be there by the design, but I don't know. I'm going to leave it there and see how I feel about it in a hot minute or so. So yeah, the aim is 1 hour, and we are going to talk about powerlifting and whatever else is coming up. The competition has judges, and you have to lift on their commands. Okay, there is equipment checks, quite a lot of rules. Okay, yeah, but it's more like you should do it in a structured time limit, and then you have like between that and that amount of time you have to lift up that thing and keep it up for that long, and then you get okay from the judges, and then you can get it down. I think a lot of people, maybe when they're lifting weights, the thing they do wrong is to just let the equipment down really quickly. Or am I wrong? How should you, to train your body, if you're not for competition though, but for training, isn't it better for the muscles to, when you are trying to get the weights down, like so, and have them down, take it slow to make your muscle work more? I don't know. It feels wrong to me to just get up really fast and then put them down. I think you can hurt your body much faster then. But of course, for one amateur like me, it would be maybe better to just do it really fast. If it's not for training, just for impressing ladies, you know, or whatever. Impressing yourself or whatever, mates. But it's probably not the most correct way to train if you are going to train the muscles. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass. I actually do not know. I just... You hear a lot of theories and stuff like that on it, but... let's see. And yes, quite liked sport in Finland. We have 3 different powerlifting unions. Oh shit, but quite marginal. Okay, and the lifted weights are compared to the lifter's body weights and given points like Wilks points, and one who gets best points in overall or in their weight age category. Okay, so it's kind of like boxing, wrestling, stuff like that. You have weights and you have age restrictions, and in that you have so okay, so if I was 70 kilos lifting 140 kilos, my double my weight, being in the age of 17, it would score better than if I was like 40 doing the same weight and weighing 170. It's kind of like that. I think there is a I have seen they are doing competition and showcases of strongest man competition and stuff like that. It's kind of not actually the same as powerlifting, the strongest man thing, but it is in the same kind of category of wanting to show yourself with your muscles. But there is of course a lot of different. It's like comparing, I don't know, ice skating to figure skating. I don't know. I actually do not know. To a person that isn't that haven't put myself too much into it to understand the rules and stuff like that. It's kind of looking like the same, but I understand that it is not at all. It's like comparing boxing to a wrestling match. Or MMA to, I don't know, karate or something like that. All right, let's see. Yes, slowly taken down is explosively up is quite good way to train in general. You should go in a correct way. Clever you. Oh, yay! I did something correctly. It's yeah, I am impressed by myself. So all right, so just trying to find out which one of these hatches should this one be on. I think this is a good one to just have to clean up a little bit. Yeah, I think if I was meeting people like you, Chris, when I was younger, like 15 or something, and getting taught the right way to train, I think my life would have taken maybe a different path than it has been. Because, yeah. I really I am impressed by people that do sports in all sorts of ways and having training regime, and I really like that, to be fair, but I can't say that I am the best trained guy in the world, but I enjoy talking about it and stuff like that. So kind of trying to educate me in a good way to motivate my kids to, pursue how they want to, train and stuff like that, doing activities and trying to find out what works for them and what they are good with, and trying to encourage them. The most important thing is to find the thing that sparks them inside, fires them up inside, and giving them this urge to do a thing. It's nothing I can manufacture. So yeah, it's finding the thing that they actually need to do, if it means that have a meaning for them, is interesting and kind of frustrating to see them giving up, giving in to dopes, when just put your heart into it and train. You will be good, but it will take time. It is same with painting miniatures, playing with miniatures, anything you do in life. It takes time. And some are gifted and are good at things, but they are not necessarily the best at that thing, 5 years from now, because they get all for free, and if you don't have the love, the spark in your heart to do the thing, it's no real point in doing it, I think. You have to find your inner flames, that's wildfire in your heart, kind of. And it's interesting. You can see it in playing a piano, powerlifting, whatever, painting a miniature. You need to have this inner spark and love for it to actually do it. It's not for everybody to do everything. Everybody can do everything, but you need to have this passion for it. Passion, yes, passion is a good one. Let's see. I am eating a potato chips. Oh shit! I love potato chips. It is one of my weaknesses in life. Me and my girlfriend, we have this kind of a deal. We're eating stay clear from carbs, and we eat meat. We eat everything with fat in it, stuff like that. But we keep clear of anything sugar. Bread. I love bread. I adore pizza. But one thing I cannot let go of is chips. It is, potato chips is, yeah. So, but I try to not be fanatic about it, because around the kids, they need to eat sugar. They need to eat everything. So, yeah. It's a kind of balancey thing. Let's see. But yeah, let's see. Chips. Watching your stream. Nice. Feels good after sweaty training. I also trained my trainee for her first competition. So, that is nice. I imagine you need to you need to power up after a good session. Yeah. Actually, really, I wanted a hamburger right now, with bacon and stuff like that. I made for dinner today. I made T-bones and have carrots and onions and stuff like that on it. And yeah, it was really good with black pepper, do it a sauce. Yeah, it was really good. Tooting my own horn, of course. Toot toot. I like to make food, but I'm not the greatest in the world, but I enjoy doing it. I can say I have a passion for it. So it's kind of hard when the kids I don't want that. I just want the one thing every time. But I'm trying to learn them to eat everything. But anyways, let's see. I have a scheduled Saturday for our team, so it's nice to just get relaxed eating chips with good company. Hey, I am good company. Not bad. I actually wish there were more in the chat. It's really nice when people are, talking to each other as well. We should try to do with sound one day. You can have a conversation, actual conversation, while I'm doing stuff with my miniatures. That would be cool. Like the one we did with Play It Painted. It would not grip, so I'm going to use my little dirty secret here. Take a little blue tack, using that. Making a little ball of it. And that will be... And squish it together. Then I go back after everything is dried completely at the glue, and I strip away the excess. I think it should point that way. It looks better. Yes, you are good company. Thank you. Yeah, you can agree with that. I don't know, probably. It's actually really cool that people are watching this. It's something. So yeah, it was Friday that was, we actually had a first in like forever session with role-playing game, D&D, and yeah, it was really nice. I'm going to try to jump in again now Friday, so that comes, and play one more session and see how it goes. It was really fun. I haven't D&D'd that much, so I play a Dwarven pirate that is a fighter. He's shooting with two blunderbusses, but we're calling them short, like short crossbows for rules purposes. It's going to be fun to see him, what he can do. So it was a good session and everybody enjoyed it, so that was fun. It was good for me to hear that everybody was like, yeah, that's that new guy playing with us, he can't anything. That everybody was like, yeah, that was fun, let's do it again. It means something, and I was trying to contribute by having talking more and like getting character when I was talking like him and trying to set the mood, but not trying to steal the limelight. And yeah, I was enjoying it. Let's see, how is that going to be? Let's see, I have to go on the cheat sheet and see how they are building that one. I definitely can't totally understand. Okay, so they are like so. That is a nice banner. I really like that. Shooting, tooting, booting, and looting. Yeah, pretty much. It was the game master. He was like after we was finished, he was like, "Shit, I didn't expect you guys to jump in and try to kill everybody like that. I was expecting you to run away." But I felt like the character of Hard Life, as I called him, is not like that. He is seeking to get legendary status, and he's going to try to die actually. I haven't told everybody about his background story because it will come as we play, but his motivation is he's trying to die in glorious battle, so of course he's going to seek out every time and trying to like so yeah, so I'm trying with my sneaky ways to have a lot of battles as we can, and of course in the progress not killing everybody else. But we will see. It can be a short session with me. He's probably going to die, but hopefully his hard life is going to be alive and kicking for a long time. But we will see. So yeah, here is my miniature for hard life. Actually, that is hard life. He has a pirate on his shoulder that is stuffed out. He's just talking to it, and that parrot is also giving him bad advice. So yeah, I have a little story behind that and trying to act as that. See if we can get this to hold in there. It's Skivor. He is making just super nice miniatures. I really like this. Actually, if I had if it was in you know, I'm probably going to collect everything at some point from him. Everything dwarven. So this banner is really cool. I don't know how I should be painting it, to be fair, but we'll see. Let's see. Paradisey, R in the jar. R, rum in the jar. Rum. Obviously, I am not good with naming alcohol. No, yeah. That's good. It actually, yeah, it's I actually do not drink too much either. It's some wine and some beer, but it's long between. I take my I try to be high on life instead of yeah, that didn't work as good as I wanted. Let's see. Oh no. So I want to try one more. Dirt. Really like this, and then this is going to be going that way. Let's see. Just concentrating a little bit trying not to break anything. We will see if we can manage that. I think we are good. All right, let's see. By the way, have you enjoyed your time in our little Discord of free souls? Chris asked. And yeah, it's good fun. It's a place where you feel welcomed, actually. So it's cool. If you asked me like 1 month ago or something like that, if I would join up with a group of powerlifters on Discord, I would say, what? No, they don't want to hang out with me. I'm a geek. But yeah, here we are doing a thing. So that is cool. Yeah, look at that. Nice. And then this one. Yeah, actually, yeah, cool. I was glad I didn't take away this lump on top, because that is what he's drumming with on his drum, according to the picture on Skibar side. I thought it was looking like it should be there, but part of me was like, no, I imagine myself things now. But yeah, here we go. And examining the pictures, I can see that. Yeah, hopefully I'm fitting in with the Discord group, Krista. Yeah, look at that drummer. That is all of them finished, glued up. So I'm going to not glue them to the bases, because the bases are so detailed as well. So I wanted to paint them in a good style. But I think I'm going to have dark colors on it. So and yeah, have the faces and stuff like that maybe be more lit up. But we will see. So now it's going to dry to make them dry, and we can see this love between a goblin and a dwarf. Forbidden love. Bam, 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 bam. But yeah, anyways. Let's see. Oh my shit. Kujo Painting is in the house. Hello, good sir. How are you? Nice. How is it going? Bros and bro faces. Yeah, it's going right, nice. Quite many in Finnish RPG and miniature scene, especially in the LARP scene, lift weights. Huh. That is a strange fact. That okay, so people that playing role-playing games are also powerlifters. I imagine LARPing. I have I've seen some place. I think was today though. Some discussion about the Russian scene on LARPing and Warhammer 40K, and they are they are batshit crazy, like going in full commando style, like I'm gonna kill you, and it's almost like they're killing each other. Is it that rough of a scene in Finland? I don't know, but it's interesting. Kojo is saying that the Skibo dwarves are chunky. What do you mean chunky? They are chubby, lovely guys. Come on. They know how to eat proper. So I have to say, compared to Games Workshop miniatures, the new ones, I prefer my Skiber. I really like their character and stuff like that. But when you're comparing them to the old metal range from Games Workshop, they are kind of closer, but more details on the Skiber. So yeah, if I have to choose only one, he's holding a dynamite. It would be Skiber for sure. Every day, every day, every day. I fight you on that, Kojo. You need big hats to lift the. You need big lats to lift those chunky keyboard miniatures. you are sitting there and trolling. They're not that. They are sexy. What are you talking about? Get out of here. But yeah. Okay. So my plan here is to try to paint them up in. Any painting advice when I have you had, Kojo, which would be really nice. If you want to give me one tip, is probably give them to you. That would be more sexy. But anyways, Lesky is saying, yes, many powerlifters, weightlifters, and CrossFit trainers are also huge nerds. Not just in Finland, but international too. Yeah, why not? It's I think it is, for me, living, being a kid from the 80s, watching those American movies, I always assume a nerd and a geek is like the weakest with the glasses and stuff like that, but it's not that at all. And I really prefer it to be where it's at now with and anybody can be it, and as long as you are people. If you are people, that's okay. When you're an asshole, that's another thing. It's not how you look or how you it's more of a behavioral thing for me. It's but yeah. It's a strange thing. It's just I'm at that age that I think I have a disconnection from the reality of expectation and stuff like that. But yeah. Kojo is saying, I hear that Finns are crazy intense. Yeah, I don't know. I heard that about Russians. And I know Finnish people are kind of like, they do not want to be a Russian people. So I don't know if that's true. It's, I don't know. It would be interesting to have everybody talking on air here instead of just on text. But I don't know. I actually have next to nothing of knowledge about the Finnish culture when it comes to to gaming with miniatures. I don't know too much about the Swedish scene. It's what I know about the Norwegian scene, except from where I live, is also limited. I feel like I know more about the UK and the American scene because of all the podcasts and YouTubes and stuff like that I have watched over the years, than having the connection to the Scandinavian scene. And I don't think that is a necessarily good thing, but it is what it is. So yeah. So when it comes to what games that are interesting, stuff like that, the real push is from Americans and UK scene. And yeah, but I imagine I think that is actually true for the Swedes and for the Finnish too, that they are more in tune with their land and then UK and American scene than what Norway or what everybody else is doing. Lasky, between the lifts of competition or the gym training, it is usual to talk about yoga, meditation, tantra life, science fiction, philosophy, and such. Yeah, why? Yeah, of course. It's like when I am taking walks, training, swimming, and stuff like that. I feel my brain is firing up in another way than just sitting still over a book for hours. So I actually think that it's really stereotypical that people are thinking about people using their muscles to be dumb. I actually think it is more the other way around. You're using your brain is also a muscle, and it needs exercise. The body needs exercise, and the mind needs exercise as well. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. I think I mainly get my best ideas when I'm out walking, training, or in the shower. But yeah, even in bodybuilding scene, Dungeons and Dragons are a huge thing now, and I find it very cool. Yeah, and I think that is it's after you have been training, I think you need to recover, because you're actually damaging your muscles. You need to rebuild them. So why not sit together, doing something social, throwing some dice at each other, and see what happens. That is. I think that is a good idea for when you're doing any type of sports. I have been watching people in Norway doing cross-country skiing on competition level, and they are using a lot of the time. They are not training; they are just sitting and relaxing, and yeah. So when they are not training or competition, there is just flat out slacking like the rest of us, and I think it is important to try to have a balance there. To not just slacking and relaxing like I have a tendency to do, because I am extreme like that. If I'm going training mode, I tend to overdo stuff and do too much too soon. So that is something I need to learn myself to actually calm down a little bit about that. It's interesting. Let's see. Yeah, we are actually touching on 1 hour, so I don't know what more to do. I have glued together everything, and yeah, I am going to prime them, probably off camera. I'm just going to take this prime and I'm going to use a brush, and I'm going to brush it on to the big from everybody that is doing this more professional, but that is how I do it. I just like doing that. I'm thinking about how I'm going to paint them, I'm going to try to I've seen a guy on YouTube talking about when he's drawing, and when you are laying up shadows, highlights, and that a lot of those ideas I think is good to put on your miniatures. So you have you use everything that is skin. You can use soft tones and just use soft, nice tones and have a flowy, and everything else you can have more of a sketch and outlines and more pronounced and big difference between shadows and highlights and everything in between. And I'm going to try to push myself on this and trying to keep the faces lit up, the point of interest, and have darker down by the feet. So there's not much to go on here. So we will see how much I can push this on these miniatures. And then the piece of resistance. I go on Skibar page, and I can watch tutorials from Cujo painting or others, and try to figure out OSL. I have tried it before, and I am totally a beginner on it, but I'm going to try to push having a bright spot there and a really dark spot on everything else, and trying to build up colors. Mickey Janver has a lovely piece she is working on. She's showing us on Discord by this orc shaman spewing out the flames. I can't remember the name from Games Workshop miniature, but the flames there are so sexy. My girlfriend was like, yeah, that is photoshopped, that's real flames. But I know Mickey Janver, and I know she do not bullshit like that. So it's a really good achievement, and I'm not saying that I'm going to do anything close to that, but I'm going to try to attempt to move in that direction and push myself with that painting. So that is going to be live maybe tomorrow. I will see if my lazy ass is going to sit down here and record. But that is the goal for tomorrow. Yeah, what more can I say? Let's see. Kojo is saying, are you going to paint tartan on those dwarfs? I have painted tartan on the Brewers team, I don't know, 3 years ago. It's a video up on YouTube about it. It's totally a beginner thing too. I have watched your tutorial on it, and yeah, shit. I do not feel that need. I am actually going to also trying to keep them in different color schemes of the 7 dwarfs, and I'm going to find a miniature to be their leader that is a female, and the Sleeping Beauty of the bunch. And yeah, that is going to be my team, having the miners walking. It's going to be, I think it's going to be epic. But so yeah, but actually I feel like I shouldn't go too many ways with how I paint them when I'm going to push my contrast, like from highlights to shadows, and I'm going to try to push my skin tones, and I'm going to push my OSL. I'm not going to put my tartan on top of that just to make it more difficult. It's a decision I'm going to lay down right now. I'm contemplating if I'm going to try to just paint them more with metal colors like this one, or if I'm going to try to push my. This is a bad example, but this is my level of non-metallic metal right now. The contrast is really off, and it is a process in my head to get everything, to understand everything. So I'm kind of back and forth on I want to do some things that are easy, so I think I'm just going to go with my Vallejo style for metals, just using my alcohol-based sheeting and use that because I can't put everything on the miniatures as they are now, because I'm going to try to, in reasonable time, also get them done and ready for playing the Vanguard by Kings of War Vanguard games. Yeah, so that is what is my thoughts about them. I really like the miniatures, and you know, the sculpts are going to help it look nice as well. So yeah, that is my thoughts. It's not the most super exciting things to, you know, when it comes to skills and paint jobs and stuff like that, but I am trying to approach myself at you know, slowly but steady, trying to put my arsenal of painting skill, but at the same time not killing the joy of just putting paint on. Like when I was little, putting paint on a color book, you know, and just flat paints, it was super joy. And I feel like I'm more like in that regard. I'm not like putting out freaking Mona Lisa. I love people that are doing super nice thing with miniatures. And of course, maybe you know, in the long run, I hopefully going to be there. But it's like when you are training to be a power lifter, you don't want to start with 500 kilos, taking 20 of them, and you know, kill your body and you can't do it ever again. So I don't want to push myself too hard. I want to try keeping the enjoyment of it at the same time. So on that note, everybody, have a good day. See you in the next one. Thank you all for watching my shit. Like and subscribe and share to your friends. If you hate them, I don't know. And fuck off. Bye now.